All right, we are live. Live, and no one knows I'm live yet, but they'll know soon enough. Oh, there's some viewers. One person watching? Deanna was first. Indeed, she was. 900. There we go. Loretta, what's up, guys? Anthony Rodriguez, everybody's here. Navarre, Florida. Another Florida person. I'm just doing to do a quick little live show for you guys. I just posted a video. Hope you guys check that out. If you haven't already checked it out, wait till this video is over, then go watch the video that I just posted. I'm in a good kind of mood. I'm on the I want to be on the internet kind of mood tonight. I want to join all you guys. What's up? You're not late. No one's late, Lindy Hush. Some of you were watching the video that I already posted, and then it went live. So I figured that you guys would be watching the video. There's no better time than to go live than right now. 86 people already here. Wow, that's awesome. A lot of people are in here. I'm not interrupting anyone's live show. No one else is live, right? Nicole or Lindy or Steve or nobody else is live. I don't want to take their viewers because I'm not going to be on here too long. It's already 9:30, so we'll see. Sunny Orlando, super sunshine thrifter. What is up? All the way from England. I won't even attempt to say your name. I'll butcher it, but hey. Malachi, suspended from eBay for what? That is like the worst words ever. What did you sell that you were suspended from eBay? Chad and Ronnie are live. Lindy's going live in 5 minutes. Crap, I always schedule stuff. Lindy, you were not going live in 5 minutes, were you? I know you weren't. God. Jeez. 2:30 a.m. in London. Thanks for staying up live. Hearts is live. How long has Ronnie Hart been live? Because I don't want to take his viewers. I was working, so I wasn't really paying attention to YouTube. I didn't see him go live. Antonio's taking photos. Awesome. Get to that listing. Rafael Alvarez, thank you so much. Axel's in Massachusetts. Lindy, I know you're joking. Jesus. Failure to make payments. The bill is outrageous. Malachi, you got to pay the fees. Otherwise, you get suspended from eBay, and then you can't sell anything. That's not good, man. I have mine on auto. All my PayPal payments come out auto. I leave the money in there. 90 days, Mario. 90 days, buddy. No, you cannot make a new eBay page. They will find you and shut you down as well. Oh, so anyways, those of you that haven't seen the video I just posted, please check that out after we're done here live. I'm just going to be a few minutes. I just want to join you guys for a quick little live show. And the video is awesome. I used the fire bell, not my real fire bell. That thing was like 6 years ago. I don't have those pictures. I wish I did. But you guys can check it out. It was a cool little fire bell. 1:30 p.m. down under. Antonio, I have a friend that does a lot of video gaming. He works overnight. He works like 5 p.m. to like 2 a.m. So he doesn't stream until 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m. All of his viewers are Australian. It's pretty awesome. I see their schedule. So thank you to all you down under Aussies that watch our YouTube channels live at ridiculous times. And I know it's in the middle of the afternoon for you guys, but thank you anyways. Hashtag Rockstarflipper. Kristen King, what's up, Kristen? She's all the way in Michigan where it's snowing, it's cold, and I would never live in a million years. Sorry, Kristen, not going to happen. What's up? Nate and Sarah's here. Lindy sent me an email. Just the volume was off. Oh, Lord. I'm not even. Yeah, if you can't hear me, it might be on mute or refresh it. Just a thought. Anyways, I love Michigan. I'm so thinking about it. 36-hour days would be amazing. Lakeland representing Uncle Picker. Lakeland is just 25 minutes the other direction from me. It's where my second Goodwill bin outlets are located. I go there all the time. I used to anyways. It's going to get cold in Florida. It better not get cold in Florida. We love Florida. It's not getting cold. Please, guys, if you're in the chat, there's 137 of you guys, and you haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting for? Go press the like button. It's that big thumbs up thing, not the down, the up button right down in the corner. That's awesome. Debbie's in Texas. So many of you guys from Texas. Freezing in Illinois. Freezing everywhere that's not called Florida, California, or Texas, or Hawaii. Those of you that are in Hawaii, I sold a package to Hawaii this week. And it's probably hot over there too. So yeah. Macon, Georgia. I would love to go to Hawaii. So let's talk about travel. You guys are going to get crazy. My birthday is in June. For those of you guys that don't know, my birthday is June the 10th. I will be 32 years old. That's a super scary number to say, 32. What awesome shout out. Snapchat pressing. Okay, Orlando right now. Ultimate Coupon Ladies in Orlando. Lakeland, Goodwill. Okay, so I am going to be 32 in June. A very good friend of Kate's who lives in Minnesota. Kate is originally from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. If you don't know where that is, it's an hour north of Minneapolis. It is cold. It is White Bear Lake. It is like 2 hours south of the Canadian border. It's freezing. It's like negative 800 degrees. It's cold. I wouldn't live there. Her family lives there. Her dad, her aunt, her brother, her brother's wife, her sister-in-law, her niece, our niece combined, whatever. They all live there. And her best friend, Sarah, lives there. Sarah is also turning 30 in June. So she's turning 30. I'm turning 32. And she has planned a birthday party for 4 or 5 days in Vegas for June. So I am a youngin'. I know that. June 4th. Look at all these June people. July 10th. Old man, cough, old man. Thanks a lot for that. Okay, so with that said, she's planned a trip to Vegas for her birthday in June. She has invited us, which would fall, I believe it's the weekend after my birthday, which is close enough. We could celebrate a dual birthday with Kate's best friend and me. I don't think there are any Bens in Vegas, but it looks like we're going to try to go to Vegas in June with her brother and her best friend, me and Kate. We'll have to get somebody to watch The Wrecking Crew for 4 or 5 days. I'm sure my parents will do it. I'm sure Kate's parents will do it. Somebody will watch them. But don't worry. If I go to Vegas, we will film crazy videos for you guys from Vegas. I will go to a thrift store in Vegas. I will absolutely go to pawn shops in Vegas. There's no question about it. So Jennifer Buckley is in Maple Grove, 35 minutes away from White Bear. That is actually where Kate's friend is originally from. She now lives in Forest Lake. She's from Maple Grove. You guys in Minnesota are crazy, crazy. I'll watch them if I can drive the I-8. Yeah, if somebody wants to come to my house and watch The Wrecking Crew for like 5 days, you can have all access to the I-8. But you're going to sign a lawsuit form that says if you hurt it, you're paying for it. Or you're taking over payments. That would be even better. If you wreck it, please total it so I don't have to pay for it anymore. Thank you. If I go on eBay vacation, I will not set vacation mode. We will list really, really hardcore before the vacation. It'll be like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so we won't be gone too long. And Kate's sister, Chrissy, and my mom will work together to make sure everything ships out. Most likely one of them will stay at my house, watch The Wrecking Crew, which The Wrecking Crew feels comfortable here, and pack and ship and do everything every morning. So I won't be losing too much business. And with the new camera, with my phone, I'll take my laptop, I'll take my router, my hotspot. I'll be able to upload videos for you guys. So no big deal. The pawn shop I will be visiting, Gold and Silver Pawn of the Pawn Stars, I have been to before. There are pictures of it on my personal Facebook page. I will go back. It is a tourist shop. If you guys have never been to Vegas, you never visited that pawn shop. Once they got famous, they got rid of a lot of the merchandise. They started selling the T-shirts and the coffee mugs and the cups and all that stuff. I have been in it. We were there a couple years ago, and it's a cool shop, but it's all touristy. Definitely. You know where I work. It's me, Val. For those of you that don't know, Val is a local friend of mine. She's a personal friend of mine here in Florida. She lives not far from me. She actually moved a little farther away, but she works at a pawn shop as a pawn saleswoman, and I bought a lot from her store, and I will continue to buy a lot. So Rockstarflipper on Instagram. Yeah, if you guys don't know my social media, it's down in the description box below. It's all at Rockstarflipper. It's facebook.com/Rockstarflipper. Instagram is at Rockstarflipper. Twitter's at Rockstarflipper. It's all the same. You guys can find it pretty easy. Yeah, the Chum Lee shirt is super, super popular at the Pawn Stars shop. Say that 3 times fast. The Pawn Star shop. It's all touristy merchandise. I've been in it. I've got photos from it. I didn't buy anything. However, at the airport on the way home, not in Vegas at the airport, back here in Florida at the airport, I bought the Rick Harrison Pawn Stars biography book. I read it in 2 nights, and it was super good. It was actually very good. The Pawn Stars shop though is mostly tourist stuff. I didn't buy the book at the Vegas airport because on the way home that day I had a business meeting at a very expensive hotel suite with a company, and on the way back to the airport we got lost. We couldn't get inside of the rental car place. I ended up driving the opposite direction in the garage into the rental car place, and I rode over those little spikes that say don't drive this way. I don't know if I popped the tires. I parked, I gave them the keys, I ran for the airport. We were so late to the airport. When we got to the airport, they were already boarding. We had to get through security. We ran through the terminal. I was knocking people over. We literally got to the airplane when they closed the door. They let us in, got on the airplane, Kate behind me in line, and I said, I'm really sorry, everybody, for holding up the line. And the entire airplane booed us. Not even kidding. If I could have videoed it, it would have been a 1 million view video on YouTube. We got booed at the Vegas McCarran Airport for being super late to the plane, and I wasn't able to stop in the thrift store or at the slot machines or anything. But when I got back, I was able to buy that book. So, yeah. The i8 sucks. Who says the i8 sucks? What's wrong with the i8, Daniel? Sell me the i8. The i8 is a little more than I care to talk about. Michigan weather is, I don't know. Yeah, so we were so late, and we weren't even hungover. That's the worst part. I could understand if we were drunk and hungover and had to run through the airport. We were just at a business meeting. We were super late. We got to talking, realized what time it was, jumped in the rental car. We were at the Wynn, at the not the Wynn, we were at the one next to it, the new one, the Encore, and we were in a super big suite. This company had rented like a 4-bedroom suite. We were in it. We were meeting with these guys, and then Kate's like, our plane leaves in an hour. I was like, oh, whoop, into the car. By the time we ran through the hotel, got to the car, got down the road, got to McCarran, and it was bad. Yeah, anyways, don't get booed on a plane home. It's not good. The i8 rocks. The i8 is awesome. I will not be buying a 2017 NSX. I've seen one in person. Not a fan of it. It's a nice car, just not a fan. Not a fan at all. Let's see what else we got here. Are you near Kissimmee? If so, go to the Benz. Of course, I want to ride there in the i8. I am not near Kissimmee. I'm an hour from Kissimmee, but I go past it to get to the Benz. So maybe we can hook up sometimes. We'll get lunch. We'll go to the Benz. Send me an email. Send me a direct message on Facebook. We'll talk about it. Pasquale, I have currently 2,000 listings up right now. Maria Ruiz is in Tampa. How you doing? Welcome to the chat, Maria. Welcome from Tampa, right? My hometown. Overseas to source items. We are going to go on a honeymoon to Italy and Greece, and if I find something to buy out there that I can resell or collect or cool, I am buying it. You better believe it. Orlando Ben is now $119 a pound. They raised the price. That's crazy. A Vet man. I'll tell you what, I rode next to a Z06 Vet. We were side by side, and both cars, because the Vet Z06 is lightweight, a lot of carbon fiber on it too. We were side by side riding down the road all the way to like 90 miles an hour. We cut it out, but we were definitely, the Vets gives me a run for the money, no doubt about it. South Jersey Picker, what is up? Brian Bana, guys, when is it necessary to get an eBay store? Right away. I think if you're listing more than a few items a month, you better put up an eBay store. It's worth it. I always do buy it nows. Alex Torres, I am from Tampa, Florida, just outside of Tampa, a town called Valrico, about 10 minutes east of Tampa. The Z06 on the top end will outrun an i8. On the launch, the two of us are side by side until we hit about 80 or 90. If it's a stock Z06, the Z06, once it kicks into about 90 to 100 around fourth gear, it will overtake me. No doubt about it. January sales are down. I think I'm at like 14 or 1,500 for 3 days, which is a little low. I should be closer to $2,000. eBay store advantages. If anybody wants to tell them, you get free listings depending on your level. You can get 250 or 1,000 free listings. You get a discount in final value fees. You get store categories where you can categorize your stuff. You can run store sales through Markdown Manager. There's a lot of advantages, so definitely. Adam, when does eBay update? It should update right away. It's going to be huge, Dan Allen. For anybody that doesn't live in the Florida area, we have a Kia dealership that always does these stupid commercials where he goes, we're having a Kia dealership. Everything's $5,000 off. It's going to be huge. Everybody knows that commercial. It's one of those ones that gets in your head. It's crazy. It doesn't matter how much you're selling to get an eBay store. It matters how much you're listing. Oh, the chat is going so fast right now. What's this bind you guys are talking about? The bins, Alec Torres, the bins. It is Goodwill outlet bin stores. Pay by the pound. You get to buy all your stuff and you pay per pound instead of paying per item. Davie, Florida. Daniel Johnson, I know where you are. Davie, Florida is a 4-hour solid drive. Definitely. Liberty, 1960. I shop at pawn shops. I shop at Craigslist. I shop on Facebook groups. I shop on Let Go, OfferUp. We're constantly monitoring all these sites and regulars. John Lane, I do not have an Anchor store. I have a premium store, the step below Anchor. I haven't seen the necessity for an Anchor store just yet, but I might get there. We'll see. Sarasota bin store, I have been to. I have not been in a while. The merchandise was crap. No offense. I didn't find a lot of good stuff at that store. Bonafide Hustler. Okay, yes. I just got a comment, Nate and Sarah, about Bonafide Hustler. Hang on. I'll answer that in for a second. Shout out from Utah because I'm just talking to everybody. Thank you. You're my hero. Yuko Mom, thank you so much. Okay, so live shows. If you haven't watched my video I post tonight, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I have 2 live shows. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be on Yvonne Flipping Easy show. I have linked it down in the description of my video that I just posted. I will post it in this description box as well. We will be on her show at 6 p.m. Eastern. It is for the ladies. It is for the other halves, married, engaged, and dating. It is Karin from Prof Sales. It is Gretchen, Ronnie Hart's other half, and Caitlin, my other half. She's in the other room. They will be doing an interview with them. It's an awesome interview, and you guys should check it out. It will be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. I will link it. It is also already linked in the video I just posted if you need to check that out. Go subscribe to Yvonne's channel, Flipping Easy, and hit the notification button if you want. You can also bookmark that link, and you'll be able to go right back to it tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. The second live show is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I'll double check the time. It might be 8, but I think it's 9. It is on Chris the Bonafide Hustler show, and me and Chris are doing our first live show together, so it should be awesome. Chris was my inspiration as I grew, and he was my idol 3 to 4 years ago. Since then, I have learned a lot from Chris, and I've grown up to Chris's level. So that should be an awesome show as well. So make sure you guys check both of those out. Dutch, yes, we do. This is a live stream. Of course it is. Daytona Beach, Alex is. Kitwana, it was probably after I got over 1,000 items. A hubby other half version. Oh, for the female sellers. That's a great idea. Cheryl's Closet. No, I don't think you can get notifications for one video. I think you have to get them for the whole channel. If you want to put them on for the whole channel and then turn them off later, you can definitely do that. But it is for the whole channel, the notifications. But check those out. They have a lot of great channels. Chris has a good channel. Yvonne has a great channel. Just check those out. KCJ, my padded and poly mailers are linked down below. You can go directly to Amazon and buy the same padded and poly mailers that I use every day. They're down below in the description box. New York Hustle's here. Stone Mason's here. What's up, buddy? 1,000 items. I was probably selling 10 to 15 a day. So you're talking about 300 or 400 items at $10. I was probably making about 4,000 to 5,000 a month. Do it, Jen's Pre-Love Closet. Jen is here. How you doing? Upgrade. Are you at basic store going to premium? If you upgrade, it always motivates you to list more. I am so reverse. People save to buy a house or save to buy a car. I buy it and then I figure out how to pay for it later. I'm weird like that. I don't know. No, eBay is not going to require immediate payment for accepted offers because it might take me a full day to require or to accept an offer. So there's no way for them to require that. It's tough. Shipping supplies are in boxes. Once, yeah, the eBay invoice can take a day or two to process. Once it finishes processing, it'll tell you if you owe them anything or if you overpaid. And if you overpaid, they'll just give you a credit towards the next one. It'll show that you're over by 50 bucks. And until you use that 50 bucks, it'll show you don't owe anything. Yes, I use my sales tax certificate at the bins. Absolutely. I use it everywhere. Jen, is your mom here? Basic store for a year is $19.99. If you pay by month, it's $24.99. Chad, make sure you're doing the sales enough to cover that. I use tax exempt anywhere they let me use it. No doubt about it. eBay tape is hella expensive. If you got a store, you get a free coupon to buy tape with. 1 to 2% of your listings daily. Mercy, Mateo, I just saw it. Jen's mom, Mercy, is here. How you doing? I do charge sales tax for my state of Florida on eBay. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. If you sign up for an eBay store for the year, you get a discount. Instead of $24.99, you pay $19.99. I think the premium drops from like $74.99 to $59.99. You get a discount if you agree to a year rather than just month by month. Oreo Kid, am I rich? No, but am I free? Yes. Do I have freedoms? Absolutely. Do I get to make my own hours? Yes. Do I like that better than being loaded? Absolutely. Do I do well for myself? I'd like to think I do. We're definitely not rich, though. We can't just fly away to an island and do whatever we want. We have to sit and work every day. I mean, that's just the truth. There's no easy way to make money. There's no easy way to get rich on eBay. You have to work at it. There's no avoiding a charge for free shipping. eBay gets its fee no matter what. I charge sales tax for anybody that buys an item within my state. If they are a Florida customer, I charge sales tax. When I'm on Amazon, if I have any merchandise in other warehouses in other states, if they're in that state, I charge sales tax as well. Shane Lawless from Nebraska, how you doing? Yvonne, Flipping Easy is here. How you doing? I didn't even see you here. Can't wait for tomorrow. I'm sure Kate's excited. She looked over the questions again tonight. Jen, you get the coupon right away. So if you upgrade, you'll keep the $25 coupon to use. You'll get the $50 coupon in second quarter. Shane, Nebraska here as well. North Platte, another Nebraska. Freedom. eBay versus Amazon. How about both? You can sell a little bit of everything. Yes, Miss Minnesota. Is there a way to set up my store to charge tax on only my state? Yes, eBay has a tax setting. Just Google eBay tax setting or eBay tax table, Table, and you will be able to set up your tax settings. Matt, yes, it goes for 30 days. It doesn't matter what day you set it up. Debbie Coper, eBay tax settings. Just Google eBay tax settings or eBay tax table, and then it will give you a link to set up your tax for your state. It's pretty quick. It's pretty easy. Yes, the Phenom, get the store. Absolutely. Laura Conrad, how you doing? Laura is one of my oldest subscribers, one of my oldest viewers. Thank you for being back. I appreciate it. eBay and Amazon fees depend on the item you're selling. They're pretty similar on most categories. Some categories, Amazon is much more. But you get more for the item. Miami in the house. I got to get back to Miami. You can start your self-employment any month. Absolutely. New York is here. Sunday nights have been the consensus best night to end auctions. I don't do too many auctions, so I wouldn't know, but yes, the buyer will know they're paying sales tax. It will show up right away on the thing when they click to buy the item. I do a little bit of Amazon FBA, mostly fulfilled by merchant, almost all fulfilled by merchant. Miami meetup. I wish I could just get to Miami for myself, let alone a meetup. Hollywood. Hollywood, California, or Hollywood, Florida? Another Oregon. Dave Norman is from Oregon. So many people in Oregon, so many people in Texas. Russell, a lot of electronics are more expensive on Amazon. So many people watching Miami meetup. There's a lot of you down in Miami and South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Hollywood, Brevard County, Broward County. I would love to come to Miami and meet with you guys for sure. Once this year gets a little deeper into the year after summer or around summertime, maybe I'll have more time. The Hollywood prank sign was pretty funny. I'm not a supporter, but it was still pretty funny. eBay Valet is not similar to FBA. It is a ripoff. Do not use it, my opinion. I do ship to Puerto Rico. Yes, it is a U.S. territory. I ship a ton of stuff to Puerto Rico all the time. Oh, this is just Coke for those of you that are... Everybody always asks me what I'm drinking. Is there like some consensus that I'm always drinking something? Because this is just Coke. It's in a glass because it was warm. It was in the cupboard and we had to put ice in it. Shavance Evans, nice job. I lot stuff when it doesn't sell individually after a while. I probably sell 30 to 35 items a day, and about 10 of them are clothing, and about 20 to 25 are electronics or video games, because I target those niches. Shane, I transfer most money to PayPal from PayPal to my account. I always leave a couple $100 in PayPal. There's probably $200 or $250 in my account now. I use that to buy merchandise with. I use it to pay fees. I use it to buy shipping labels. So I always leave a little bit in there. 9 o'clock is the new Australia meetup. See you, Lindy. Sorry to distract you. I know it. Yes, please like this video along with any other video that you watch. If you like the video, you appreciate it, go ahead and press that like button. If you don't, please don't press any other thing but the like button. It means a lot. It helps our YouTube channel, helps our YouTube video, and it helps YouTube in general to show everybody what the great content videos are versus the not so great content videos. I won't point anybody out, but there are some bad ones. New Zealand meetup. Hello from Southern. I could meet up with you guys all over the world. Listen, if I had the opportunity to do like a worldwide Rockstarflipper tour, I would be at every state and every country in the next like 6 weeks. I swear I would be like the Casey Neistat of the reselling meetup world. I'd be on my boosted board, rolling through cities, jumping on $30,000 first class ticket plane rides. That is the life. That guy's got an awesome life. I got to tell you, that'd be awesome. Ashley, great question. Will pawn shops reduce prices because it's no longer the holiday? Yes. It'll take them a little while, but by the end of the month, you'll start seeing a price drop. And I've already been able to negotiate some deals on some items at pawn shops. So, Mercy, I do sell internationally. I only use the eBay global shipping program. I will not ship directly international, ever. Do the tour. I fly free, Rusty. What do you work for the airlines? Ramon Santos, I like Amazon fulfilled by merchant because I get to control the customer service, the returns, the messages. It's just all me. Plus, I don't have to pay the FBA fee. But I'm looking at doing more FBA this year. Shipping labels I get off of FedEx. If you guys want to know, my two-page sticky label shipping labels come off FedEx. Disliking the video doesn't really do much, but the more likes I get, the higher the video will go in search rankings, which means the higher, the better chance people will be able to find it. Can I convert existing ads to store, or do I have to start over? Listen, guys, you're in for a surprise this weekend, because this is the guy that started homeless and is now got a lot of money. Let's answer and see what he wants. Hello? You're live on my YouTube channel right now. You are. I'm not even kidding. Everybody's watching me answer your phone call and talk to you live right now. And they want to know when the video is coming of me and you. They do. So you're live? I am live on YouTube, and all of my watchers want to know when the video is coming of how you started from a simple trailer to where you are today.
If I knew how to join you on Google Hangout,
would you like to join me on Google Hangout?
I don't know how to do that.
Download Google Hangout, and download it under your normal email that I have, and then tell me when it's done, and I will send you an invite via your email, and you'll click on the link, and you'll be on. All right, text me when you're done. All right, bye. All right, so it looks like we're going to have David join us. The video is coming. The video is coming this weekend. He's going to join us live right now. This is David. He's going to join us live right now. He's not very familiar with all this tech stuff. As much money as the guy makes, he really doesn't keep up with all this stuff. So we're going to have him live in just a few minutes. He's going to jump on here. So global shipping opens your package? I didn't know that either. Sales are not slower for merchant fulfilled, but you can charge more for FBA. The Wrecking Crew is quiet tonight because they're in the other room with Kate. She's in bed, relaxing, doing her photo edit thing. They're in there with her just hanging out. They're sleepy. Those two have been playing all night. They're so tired. Brian, Bana. I don't know what you mean by converting existing ads to a store or a start all over. Paul, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The video with David is coming this weekend. He and I have planned to film this weekend to get the video done and get it up for you guys. I've been promising it for a while, so we're going to do it. We're going to get it done and get it up. USPS is almost always cheaper than FedEx. Business goals, I would love to hit 25,000 a month to 30,000. That's my standard goal. Keywords for listing when you do clothing. If you go to eBay and go to the sourcing tab, it's under growth and then sourcing. There's a million keywords. I also have a video from Megan that has a lot of keywords under it as well. Expensive food or cheap? Joey. Cheap food almost always. If we go out, we do eat once in a while at expensive places. But when we eat here at home, we make tacos and we make grilled cheese and tomato soup. We make all the normal foods that everybody eats. When we go out, we do have nice dinners. But we ate tacos tonight with cheddar sauce and cheese and sour cream, just like anybody else would eat. I love tacos. Kate made them. They were awesome. She's an amazing cook. Yes, there are restrictions of selling medical equipment. I know that. Free shipping in the title? No, because you get the free shipping tab next to it. How many Twinkies today? No Twinkies. No Little Debbie cakes today. No donuts, nothing. I had tacos for dinner, and I had McDonald's for lunch. I had a, what did I eat? I had a Big Mac. My eBay store, I haven't typed it tonight. This is the first request for it, so let's put it in there. The Electronics Zone 1. There it is. Global shipping return is very bad. You almost have to provide them a label, and if they have to ship it back to you, you can count on a negative feedback. It's not good. I always try to announce it. The t-shirt name winner. I am going through. You guys submitted some really funny, really awesome t-shirt names. I'm going to pick out a winner by this weekend. I'll announce the winner and who gets the free t-shirt, and then we'll start producing those t-shirts for you guys to be able to purchase if you want. I don't really want to make any profit on them. I just want you guys to be able to have any awesome. So if the shirt costs me 12 or 13 bucks to produce, I'll probably just punch them up for $15. Whatever they cost me, I'm just going to mark them up a buck or two or $3 or whatever it is, just to make sure I cover any cost to me or returns or whatever. But I just want to pick somebody. I'll give them a free shirt that gave me good sayings. You can still email me. Email's down in the description if you want to give me an awesome shirt idea. If you didn't hear that, I'm making a shirt. It's going to say something like "Keep Rockin'" or "Rockstar" or something. And again, I don't want to charge you guys for anything that I do on here. I never have. I don't ever want to. But the shirts do cost money to produce. And if you want them, then it'll just be your cost plus a couple bucks to make sure I cover any fees that I have. So other than that, I don't really care to profit too much off of them. Yes, go with the basic eBay store. Italy ties or my Italian silk ties sell super good. I bought inventory with a personal credit card last year. The bill will go on 2016 taxes as a cost of goods. The taxes you're about to file before April are the ones it's going to go on. Use that receipt. Triple X, Anthony, yes, sales. I'm always polite and professional with my counter offers. I just don't want to be mean about it because you'd be surprised how many deals I make when I counter offer with a reasonable offer. Say that I put an item up for 30, they offer 10, and I say, hey, listen, I can't really sell it that low. I would be happy to meet you at like 24, 25 bucks, and they accept it. It happens all the time. So, you know, don't get discouraged over a lowball offer. I discount my ties. I mark them to 15 bucks to 20 bucks and mark them down 50%. So anywhere from $7 to $12. It just depends. Orlando bins, don't look for ties. I get a lot of ties out of the Orlando bins. I've gotten plenty of ties. Lorraine, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chris and Brenda, how you doing? I wasn't staring, just figuring out how much I can sell what you're wearing on eBay for. Antonio Russo, email me that. That is phenomenal. Not exactly that, but something close to that might be a winner. Email me that saying, please, down at the bottom, smallbusinessmillions@gmail.com. Please email me that. Dave Norman, awesome. The largest item I've sold and shipped. Watch my video I just posted. It's a Firebell from the 1920s or 30s. I actually bought it with David. Ties sell sometimes better than lots. I sell a lot of individual ties. Best score of all time, Super Aquatic, was the Firebell. Purchased for 30, sold for 900 and change, profited 7 and change. It's in my last video. I put a picture of a similar type bell. The Firebell that weighed 60 pounds. How can you control priority shipping on items going to the West Coast? If it's small enough to fit in the padded flat, that's the best way. Otherwise, you're going to have to do weight. You can use UPS ground. Sometimes that helps. FedEx ground helps sometimes. SmartPost. Just be very careful when selling an item that's heavy and make sure you allow for up to $15 to $20 in shipping. Vacations, no. Anthony Shaw, I have not, but it's possible in June. I'm going to Vegas. Fingers crossed. Save some money, get some dog sitters. Maybe we'll do it. Listen, guys, if I end up in Vegas on June for my birthday as vacation, please don't judge me for anything I do in Vegas because I'm not going to be able to control myself. It's been a long time. Our last vacation was Vegas almost 4 years ago, February 2013. Jason, what's up? That Air Force guy, when the flat rate is cheaper than priority by weight, you use flat rate. Otherwise, use priority. Or regional box A. Hustle and Grow, what's up? A heavy mug, if it's going more than first class, you've got no choice but priority by weight or FedEx SmartPost. Splash Squad L, how you doing? What's up? Vegas Hash House. I am not a gambler. I love poker. I love Texas Hold'em as anybody else that had that, poker growing up. I enjoy it. I love playing it. I play online for free money. I occasionally go to the casino and gamble 20, 40, 50 bucks. I won't lose more than $100. That's my cutoff. $100 is just too much money. So when we're in Vegas, I probably won't lose more than $100 or $200 over the course of 4 or 5 days. That's plenty for me. I'm not a gambler. I like to put my money into things that make money, not lose money. Vegas wasn't born on winners. Jen's Pre-Love Closet. It is October 2017, not an exact date, This weekend, we're going to go over some locations. We're going to start picking out by the end of the month a location. That way we have 10 or 11 months to get everything set, which should be enough time. We're pretty quick on moving. So our anniversary is October 1st of dating. So hopefully we can pull out a date close to that. We'll see. We'll see what they have available. My computer tech camera setup is down below. I'm using a Logitech C920 webcam for these shows. I'm using a blue microphone, blue ice snowball microphone, 360 degree. I'm using a black web. I'll see if you guys can see this light up keyboard. It changes all kinds of different colors. Red, yellow, green, plain, all that kind of good stuff. And I am using right now I'm on a Gateway desktop. This is an i7 8GB RAM setup. My MacBook that I do the portable show or the mobile shows on is a MacBook Pro 2012 i7 16 gig RAM that I upgraded 2.5 gigahertz, I believe, 1 terabyte. All right, so I'm waiting on David to give me the text. He's slacking bad. I'm going to message him right now. I'm going to see where he's at. I want him to join us live. We'll see if he can jump on here. Yeah, make sure if you guys haven't liked this video, please like it. The other big announcement I want to make to you guys, I don't know when, but I'll update you guys. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. I am going to be live on this channel for 24 straight hours. It's not going to be in the next week. It's going to be in the next few weeks or month or so, but I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. I can't wait to do it. I'm going to answer a million questions as quickly as I can. I'm going to roll through it. People join and leave, join and leave. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to have like a case of Red Bull. I like MacBook better. I'm a Mac fan. I don't mind Windows. I've used Windows my whole life. But MacBook's not, MacBook is my preference, but Windows not bad. I can do both. I'm using a Windows right now. I always use a Mac typically on day-to-day. Apple does not suck. Why do you think Apple sucks? What's wrong with Apple? Apple's amazing. I love Apple. Apple works great for me. Yvonne says she'll stay live with me for 24 hours. If you stay live for me with anybody that stays on my live chat 24 straight hours with me, I will have to give an award or a reward or something to. That would be incredible. That'd be nuts. Angela, remember when you said we can apply tax? I look in the tax area, but you have to manually. No, Angela, you should be able to set up the automatic settings for them to charge your customer sales tax every time they purchase. Shoot me an email, Angela. I'll check it tonight. I'll try to get back to you with a direct link. It should be in that link that I sent you, though, or that I put on the thing. 1 to 2% daily is a pretty good consistent sales point. That's right. I'm not giving away the BMW i8 to anyone that stays up with me 24 hours because I may not make it 24 hours. If you take the BMW i8, you are responsible for the payment. I'm just going to put that disclaimer out and the insurance. I'll give the date. No P breaks. You don't get receipts at yard sales. You make your own receipts. Veronica, did I learn anything in 2016 that I won't do in 2017? Did anybody else learn really good lessons in 2016? One of my lessons that I learned, I will tell you guys, one of the lessons that I learned in 2016 over 2017 is if you make a customer mad and you don't make them happy, offer them a discount to your store from the future. It fixes everything. If you ship them the wrong item or you ship them the wrong size or you mislabeled or you mistitled or whatever, refund them, get the item back, refund them, and offer them a discount on any future item. I've already had 3 people buy from me again in the future, taking advantage of the 25% discount I gave them. And it was awesome. It made them happy. I got positive feedback. I got another customer. I still sold the item, and everything was good. Denise, the Playboy mags. They are now currently in Amazon FBA. We sold 2. Made like 15 bucks. So we're still, it's a slow investment. We'll get the money back, but yeah, I kind of knew it when I bought them. Rusty says he can rent the i8 for a month and give it back. I wish I could give it back. Tasso elbow ties sell decent. I do have a lot of items that sit around. It's no doubt about it. Write the mileage, the item, the date, and the price you paid in a receipt book if you're shopping on yard sales. If you have an eBay store and you don't take advantage of it, guys, if you're paying for the eBay store, use it. List. Don't pay for the eBay store and don't use it. That's silly. I don't know how many subscribers I have to my store. I don't really look at my subscribers to my store. It's over 1,000, but that doesn't, I don't really think that matters. I mean, my items sell if they're right items. So. Shane, we just toss all the regular stuff into the washer. My mom does that. I bought a washer and dryer off Craigslist for 200 bucks several years ago. They've held out for several years. I'm so happy about that. I hope I don't have to buy any new ones anytime soon. But my mom has those. They're in the garage at her house. Antonio, it doesn't matter. It's small business millions with an S at gmail.com. Anthony Shaw, writing a book would be way above my education level. Writing a book would be, I would probably kill myself. I don't even know how people write books. I have been in the Barnes & Nobles or the bookstore or whatever it is, the mall, and there's all the books from these YouTubers. Congratulations to Tyler Oakley and all those guys for writing a book. I could not do it. No way. Live the life with Texas. Yes, absolutely right. I have 1,911 followers to my store. Wow, I didn't know I was close to 2,000 followers. That's nuts. Thanks for that update. D. Hector. Almost QMN, Minnesota, I guess. Yeah, you get $50 in free for having a premium store. I just bought padded mailers with them. I love that free envelopes. What to buy in Goodwill for sale on eBay? Clothes, mostly clothes, toys, games. Yvonne, good night. Have a great night. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Joey, yeah, they do hire people to write books for them, ghostwriters. I wouldn't want somebody else writing for me, though. I like, for those of you that can't tell, I like to be in control of everything. Control. I gotta have complete control. Otherwise, I'm in. Okay, David just sent me an email thing. So let me send him this link really quickly, and he'll join us here on the live chat. I got to log in. Oh, there we go. I'm going to send him the link to the live chat. Hopefully he'll be able to join us here in just a second. So he sent me a weird email that I don't recognize. Okay, so hopefully he'll be on here in just a second. Bear with me just a second, guys. Okay, there we go. I banned Clorox. I blocked him. He's a troll. Rochelle Castellano, thank you so much. Rusty, LA has good bins, I've heard. Okay, hopefully we're going to get a David joining us here in just a second. Who's winning the Super Bowl? The way Dallas is playing right now, don't bet against them. Bet against the Raiders, though. The Raiders blew their chance. Carr's out. I wouldn't bet against Dallas. I'm not a Dallas fan, but don't bet against them. Steelers have the triple Bs. I mean, they've got Big Ben, they've got Le'Veon Bell, and they've got Antonio Brown. But I think the Steelers are too up and down, too hit or miss. And I think that They're going to run into Tom Brady and the Patriots, and they're going to lose. Tom Brady is on a to hell with you NFL, and I'm not a Brady fan. I hate Brady. I got to be honest, but he's on a tear. So I got to say it's going to be New England and Dallas. That's my thought. Social media marketing, Instagram is super good. I will pick if I go to Vegas. Absolutely. Cost of goods through QuickBooks. Daniel Johansson, thank you so much. The bubble mailers are cheap. If you guys need bubble mailers or poly mailers, click down below. I've got a super good link for either one of them that you can get them really cheap. It's where I buy mine. I put my inventory number, Better Barbie, in almost every listing. Almost one. A lot of Green Bay fans here. Green Bay's a good team, but I just don't think they're going to be able to take the Cowboys. The Cowboys are playing possessed. They're absolutely amazing. Ezekiel Elliott is ridiculous. And I said that guy was going to be a flop. I was so wrong. Ezekiel Elliott is not so good. I don't think your eBay name matters so much. Tim Miner, welcome. You're here. You're good to go now. I think the Pats are going to make the Super Bowl. I don't think Tom Brady can be stopped. If he gets stopped, it's because of some luck, and it's going to be by the Steelers. The Steelers have the best chance to stop Tom Brady and the Patriots. The Dolphins are a one and done. I don't think the Oakland Raiders can make it to the Super Bowl without Carr. They're off tilt. They're off kilter. I think it's Brady and the Patriots, other than a lucky weekend by the Steelers. Outside of that, I think it's going to be, Dallas all the way. Dallas is playing absolutely possessed. Atlanta, Atlanta putting up points like they do. Yeah, I just think Dallas is too balanced. Another Aussie is here. Still waiting on David to accept it. Rebecca, have a great night. I appreciate it. The Chiefs are going to beat New England. I got to go against that. I don't think that's going to happen in a million years. Tom Brady is playing absolutely amazing football. He's on his – I think Tom Brady's on his win another championship and retire. He wants to retire. He wants to win the championship. I think he's going to go for it. Peyton Manning rumored to head back football. My bad. Shanta, I'm sorry. Let's get back to what we're here for. You guys got your football chat in. I love football, but I don't like to clog the channel with it. Rochelle Casanova says, I started selling 3 months ago, top rated status on my 3rd month anniversary, and thanks to my thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys are able to make top rated and be able to get your sales up to those numbers. I price my items based on average sold completed listings, almost always. Dave, I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with you. They are, but I think it's going to all come undone. Daniel, you should be able to set your settings under default to 30-day returns. It should be able to set it. The only thing I notice is on our iPhone apps, it resets itself a lot. It goes back to the default 14 instead of 30-day, which is kind of annoying. Trying to get David on here with us. Oh, let's not use words, guys. 5 over the weekend, that's good. 11 sales. 20 items a day is a good goal. Top-rated sellers do get better discounts, absolutely. People do try to send stuff back after 30 days. I will take it into consideration why they're sending it back. If it's not my fault, no. If it's my fault, I'll work with them. Absolutely. There are trolls. I will ban them if any trolls are here. Butterbean. I will block trolls with a quickness. My best find of 2016 was those tarot cards that I bought for 50 cents and sold for 60 were super good. That was an awesome find. Unpaid items, I give them 3 days. I send an invoice. I send a reminder email. If they don't pay, I open an unpaid item case, always. Lorraine, explain the eBay store. You pay a certain amount. eBay gives you a store. They give you free listings. They give you discounted final value fees. They give you the ability to run a sale. And they give you an ability to categorize your merchandise. Super awesome. It's worth paying for. No doubt about it. I sell Ryder Reeves. I sell a little bit on FBA, but mostly fulfilled by merchant. People trolling a chat are just bored. Just ignore them. I block them. Wow, Jay Blair found a Bulldog ceramic for a couple bucks, sold it for $600. That's an awesome return on money. Kate's in bed working on editing photos, if I had to guess. I'll join her soon. You can get an eBay store right away. We list, Angela, 50 to 60 items a day. Rochelle, yes, running sales on eBay stores are priceless. We do it every day. Bulldog ceramic. I assume he's talking about a ceramic mug or a ceramic plate. Tarot cards can run anywhere. I mean, there's basic, ridiculous tarot cards that are worth $5, and there's some that are worth like 100. Oh, David is here. I think he just joined us. Hold on. I think he's here. He just popped in the chat. It took him like 18 minutes. Say something? No, you're silent. I can't hear you. Check your mic. Go to your settings and do the drop-down settings at the top with the little gear, and then select the mic. Make sure it's not muted, and make sure you have the right mic selected. Give me just a second on the chat, guys, because David is here, and he's checking his mic. Make sure he's live and in charge. He shows on my screen. Just trying to get the sound right here. I sold tarot cards for $69, I believe. You can apply for an eBay store right away, guys. Right away. I don't use any program for fixing pictures. We list right on our phones. No, there you go. Yes, now he's on here. All right, everybody. Well, green. Look at that green screen. Look at this professional.
Well, Google Hangouts, this software doesn't support.
No, Google. That's correct. Google Hangouts does not support artificial green screens. That is a known fact. Yep. You have to use your own software, own program to do that.
I look like I'm sitting in front of a green sheet. Thank you.
You are sitting in front of one. You don't just look like you're sitting in front of one.
I am sitting in front of a green sheet.
Sitting in front of a green sheet. Absolutely.
But you know what? You know what green is? Green is money.
Okay? Green is money. How appropriate.
That's right. That's right. Green is money.
Accounting software that I use? We use QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks. That's what I use.
I use my fingers. I count on them. 1, 2.
The old school 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For some of you, that might be appropriate, I have to say. Money, yes. I need a green background. If I'm going to talk about money, I might as well have the right background. I'm a little jealous of your background. I got to admit.
You should be. I'm sitting under like 10,000 watts of lights to make it look good.
Sweating to death.
I'm sweating because the lights that are above me are insane.
That's true. I'm sweating to death because Kate insists on putting our house at 79 degrees, and I can't do anything about it. So
I can't see the chat either. So
oh, okay.
How do I see the chat?
You can open the window. Go to my channel and open the window, but mute it so you don't get the recurring sound. Steven says he prefers his toes to count on.
But what happens if you're wearing shoes?
That's true. Well, if you start, Steven must be in the upper percentages. If he's getting past the finger counting to the toe counting, he's doing very well. So, yeah. So if you guys, I said that I was going to try to get this video done with you for the weekend because everybody asked it. But yeah, so Dave, okay, so for those of you that haven't watched the previous videos, I'm a bad host. David owns an e-commerce resale business. He also does some repair, but mostly resale, eBay, Amazon, electronics, a whole gambit of things. And you guys are happy or welcome to ask questions, basic questions. The one question we're not going to answer, and it's because of a lot of trolls and a lot of crazy people doing bad stuff, bad feedback, is we're not going to share the store name. That's the only thing we won't do. But I promise you, trust me.
It's all just a lie.
It is. But trust me, I have screenshotted you guys his store, his monthly limits of 1.5 million. So believe me when I tell you it's there. Kinetic Energy missed an hour. That's all right. You're here now. Angela, I sell about 30 items a day, give or take. It just depends. We're at 1.5% per day on 2,000 items. So 30 items is about right. Stone Mason, I'll catch you later. Did you open the chat in another window, Dave? No? Just go to
I'm
YouTube.
not sure.
Go to YouTube and go to my channel, and then it'll show you the live, and then open it, and then mute it. That's all. It's Me Val wants to sell Rolexes. Val is an employee at a pawn shop locally here. Selling Rolexes is tough, Val. It's tough. You know, I come in there and look at Rolexes all the time. Some of them are just garbage. I mean, Rolexes, not to mention the fake problem and the people that bling them out with 1 million diamonds think that that's reasonable, but it's not, because collectors and good Rolex people, they don't want all that crap on it. They want a Rolex. Do you sell clothing? David has sold his shirt.
That? If I can get it to focus? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, there you go. There's David's. That is a two-tone Submariner Rolex. I don't know what year it is. What is that, like a 2015 or 2014 or something?
No. This thing's...
Is it older than it? You've had that a while, right?
10 years.
10 years, yeah. So the Rolex is obviously up in value. That is the two-tone blue and gold Rolex sub there. But anyways, it is simple but classy Rolex, and that's what you want. You don't want any of that crap with those 18 carats of diamonds that somebody blinged out. It's just, it doesn't make it look good. I've seen plenty of those. You have to authenticate them, no doubt about it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're looking for. Alice prefers Cartier. I'm not a Cartier fan. They look really gaudy to me. I'm not a fan of those. My largest items or amount I've sold in one day, I've done like a $2,000 day. What, like 2 Christmases ago or last Christmas, David had like, what, a $6,000 or $8,000 day.
Yep. I was fixing all the stuff and his video froze.
Oh. Rusty says he has a clock on his phone. He's good. Yeah, but that Rolex, I mean, people take you a lot more seriously. It's one thing. People are concerned about selling Rolexes because it's such a large item you can get scammed on it. It's absolutely true. It can happen. Photograph and video you packing it with the label, take the serial number, take as much information as you can. And if you have a problem and somebody tries to scam you, you can go right to the eBay FBI internet crime site, file a report, submit it to eBay, and they will reimburse you for the money. Absolutely. Let's see what else people. I'm trying to scroll. These chats go so fast. Let's see.
Are you echoing into my microphone? How does that work?
Echo, and I have not heard anybody else. They usually tell me if there's any echo. I'll type it in the chat. Hang on. Any echo? I can't spell echo. David sells on Amazon and eBay, both. So don't limit yourself. A lot of you are scared to take the jump to Amazon. What would you say to somebody scared to take the jump to Amazon? Because a lot of these people are eBay sellers that don't sell on Amazon currently. No echo, by the way. No echo.
Well, the reality of selling on Amazon is bulk quantity products that you can buy 10,000 of the same thing and create one listing and put it up for sale, versus as much as you'd like to do that on eBay, it's more problematic.
Yeah, Amazon is more geared towards people with quantity items. It's so much easier to list items that you have 10 or 20 or 50 of. You can just type that quantity in and hit post, and it'll post quicker. I know you can do that on eBay, but eBay is more for the one-off items, broken, collectible. used. Amazon is geared towards people that can have a constant supply of merchandise. Angela, he sells everything from clothing on eBay to electronics, routers, to iPods, to you name it on Amazon. I mean, pretty much anything. Somebody's telling me to block somebody, except I can't see. Oh, there we go. Yep. Block user. Bye-bye, troll. FBA or merchant fulfilled? So both. And it just depends on the items that you're selling. I sell a lot of merchant fulfilled. I've done FBA. We've both done FBA. So it just depends on what you're selling. Cross promoting. Do you sell items on multiple channels? And if so, how? How do you go about selling an item, listing it without overselling it on both channels?
Well, we know the answer to that, right?
Yeah. So basically, if you want to list an item on both channels or more than one channel, I mean, you can list on 5 channels, 6 channels, 7. You can list on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or whatever it is. You have to have a third-party software. You have to pay for that software. There's multiple ones available. There's Sellbrite. There's help me with the name of any other ones.
Channel Partners, Magento.
Yeah. Magento. So you have to pay for those softwares. They can be anywhere from, you know, cheap $150, $200 a month on up to thousands of dollars a month, depending on how big your store and your inventory is. But that's the only way to do it. Otherwise, you have to list them individually, and then as soon as one sells, you have to wake up at 4 in the morning and delete the item. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. So Dave is different than me in sourcing. He doesn't drive around to thrift stores and Goodwills and all that such and source. He's sourcing through larger suppliers, through regular supply chains. And he does have employees. It takes anywhere from 4 to 6 employees minimum, up to 8 employees. Good night, Angela. Thank you for being here. He does do his own sourcing, but it's online. It is not through the normal things that you see me doing on a daily basis driving around. Antonio, good night as well. So what is the best way for somebody to go about who has working capital, $10,000 or $15,000, to buy inventory to list on Amazon?
Is that directed at me?
Yes, that was directed to you. Somebody with $10,000 or $15,000.
You want to know the quickest way to lose $15,000?
I mean, you have to
buy inventory listed on Amazon. I mean, you know, it's not a matter of having the money. It's a matter of understanding products, product placements, doing the research, understanding what it's going to take, how much of this material is going to move, what is your turnaround time, what is going to be your ROI on the initial investment. These are the things. This is the important information. Having the money that you could buy material for $100 like Casey does and put it on Amazon. It doesn't matter whether it's $100 or $100,000. If you haven't done the research, you don't know your products, you don't know your turn times, you're going to waste your $100 or you're going to waste your $15,000. I think we just lost Casey off his own call.
Nope, I'm back. I just got cut off. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back.
Your own call. I'm like, well, let me see if I can.
No, I'm back. I'm good. That happens once in a while.
If I have to get my glasses and put them on to read this chat now. If I've got to try to keep up without you.
No, I got it. So I heard everything that he said, and it's right. It's market research. It doesn't matter if you spend $1,000 or $15,000 or $150,000 on merchandise. The turn time and the storage time and the handling time and the amount of time that stuff is sitting in your building or your house or your office or your bedroom is the most important thing. If you look up an item and it sells for X amount of dollars, but you're only selling 1 per month, it doesn't matter how many you get a great deal. If it takes you all year to sell them, how much money did you really make after you stored it for 12 months or 6 months or whatever it is? You know, it's not just the pricing or the type of item. It's storage, it's turn time, it's market supply and demand. That's all a part of resale. So when you're looking at an item, you know, a lot of us talk about that Amazon ranking, and that's important.
Everyone keeps asking me what I'm selling. So I'll give you guys an idea. What I do is I have an agreement with Amazon that I buy tractor trailer loads of material from them that we process and put back on the platform for sale. That isn't anything 99% of the rest of the people can do.
Yeah. So a lot of the merch,
is I'll get, say for example, in a load, I'll get 14,000 Ninja food processors. 14,000 of one food processor, right? So I'll get, we'll get 10,000 bob sweeps. We have to verify every one of these items. So when we're done, whether it's new or not, it will never be sold as new, because whether I buy it from them new, we have to ensure that our customers are getting a working product. So something going as new doesn't mean new. And Amazon doesn't treat my account any differently than yours. So if you piss a customer off by selling them something that they think is new and it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. They're going to leave me negative feedback. So we don't sell anything as new. We open it, we verify it, close it, repackage it.
Yep. So basically anything from Amazon returns to all the way up to even Amazon sellers that went out of business and left their inventory in the warehouse is something that's made available for sale to somebody that can handle tens of thousands of dollars in purchasing. You know, it's not just anything like that. You have to contact Amazon. It takes a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of financials to be able to do something like that. It's going to be tough for you guys to see. I'm going to show you a picture of one of the pictures of the warehouse. This is about 20 or 30 pallets of merchandise that randomly came in. And a lot of it we get a list of, or he gets a list of, but not, you know, not the full list. A lot of it we won't know about, or you wouldn't know about. You have to just test all this item, and you have to ensure that the item is what it was supposed to be, or sell it, you know, new open box. It's a brand new item. It may still have the plastic wrapped around the contents, but the box has been ripped open, everything. You just repackage it and it's still new, but it's not brand new sealed. So that's kind of the why you're getting the discount versus why you're able to buy that much merchandise all at one time. So that's, you know, once you get to a bigger level and you can spend that money and you have 4 to 6 or 8 employees, you can handle that. The warehouse is, what is it, 8 or 10,000 square feet or something? 10,000? I don't know.
So I'll answer that. So there's a good question that just come up. Why would they want to do that? Okay, so they could process their own inventory and turn around, put it back on their own platform, right? So you said, why would they do that? But the reality is, why would they do that? Why don't you take the earnest off of yourself and put it on me? If I'm willing to take that chance, you've got your money now. So Amazon isn't holding inventory that they own.
Correct. So
this all goes back to the key fact of business. Try not to have inventory. As I've told Casey for 1,000 years,
that's true.
Inventory is bad.
Good night,
because inventory starts taking up space. And inventory taking up space is costing you money. You can take 2,000 square feet or 10,000 square feet and you can fill it full of material. And when half of that material doesn't sell and you've had it for 12 months, you start dividing up that floor space and the cost of that building. And now that inventory has doubled in cost. So when you think you're making money on something that's been sitting around for a year, you're not. You're happy that you're getting money back. You feel like you're making money, but you're not making any money.
Remember, Amazon. So if an Amazon seller goes out of business and Amazon's been storing their business or their inventory, mute your thing, David.
Mute mine. What the hell I need to mute?
I can hear an echo.
Maybe you're too loud?
I don't know. If Amazon's been storing that inventory, it's okay now. For a year, they're out the money of storage. They just want to get paid for that inventory. They're willing. Yeah, I hear it still. Yeah, the echo now.
Now there's an echo?
Make sure the chat is muted.
The chat is muted.
Yeah, where you have the window open with the chat.
Yeah, it's not even playing, but I can't turn you. Oh, I know what to do. You're just loud.
No, it should be muted. I hear
The
it.
chat window is muted, but I still have to hear you. Okay, there we go.
There you go. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Amazon's storing material for an FBA seller. The FBA seller goes out of business, and now they've got all this inventory they got to get rid of. So yeah, they're willing to take what you offer on it to get rid of it and get rid of that storage cost and let you deal with it. We got rid of the echo. Sorry about that, guys. Quick flipping. Everybody wants to click quick flip, and everyone wants to get paid. No one wants to hold on to that stuff. And if it doesn't move, it's dead inventory. That's right. So he's willing to take the chance of spending the money, paying the labor, paying the payroll to bring it all in, test it, and resell it because he got it at a discount. And if you can move it quick enough, then you can make a profit that makes sense. You can't make a small profit that only makes you enough to cover payroll because then you're not making any money. You got to make enough profit to cover payroll and make a profit. And that's where somebody...
Is my screen in high definition?
I'm watching us in 720 right now. I do not have an option for 1080, even though my my webcam is 1080. Able. I don't know why it doesn't give me a 1080 option. Yours looks clear. I'm watching you in 720 as well.
Okay.
Alec, write it in big bold letters. It is a lot of work, and it's a lot of manual labor. You've got to make sure that the employees are working fast enough. You got to make sure that they're making the profit or the cost of goods plus the labor plus the profit. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. But it can make you a lot of money. You can. If you can bring that stuff in, you can get a deep enough discount in volume to make a lot of money. I don't talk about my political affiliations. Sorry about that. You guys get really angry when I talk about whether or not I think Trump is going to help the economy or sales or not. So I don't talk about those. I don't bring them in. People said that's what they call the garage sale pile, the Amazon returns. Some of it, I'll be honest, some of it is super good, like brand new merchandise. You can sell at full price. What do you do about items that sit forever that are stale on eBay or Amazon? I got to go to the bathroom because I've been on for an hour and a half. So this is up to you to answer. What do you do about stale inventory?
What do I do about stale inventory?
Yes. What do you do about stale inventory?
Don't buy inventory. No. The reality of stale inventory is depends upon your cost and if you're just willing to take a loss or not. You could go back and re-edit the listings because there's some theory that newer listings get a higher priority in search rankings. So taking the listing down, editing it, changing it around, putting it back up, lowering the price, putting it on sale will bring it up higher in the search rankings. The question really is the item sellable? Are those items selling currently? And how far out of whack are you with your pricing? Do you have that one color scheme that's never going to sell, no matter how many red ones are selling and your blue one's not going to sell? These are questions you should have known before you bought it. And if you bought it to take a chance, well, now the reality is, say it's not going to sell. So at that point, depends upon what the item are, you should start looking at gathering a lot of these items up, and you just simply find your favorite charitable organization. You get a charity receipt, which then you can deduct off your taxes, so you can offset some of your loss for items that don't sell.
I heard the charity part, which I donated several bags of clothing before the end of the year. I gave Goodwill. I got a receipt for $100 for donating 4 or 5 bags. So if stuff sits too long, definitely donate it. If you don't have any, even if you have a little bit of cost in it, but don't let it just sit there for months and months and keep paying to relist it. It's not worth it. Okay, let's get off the Trump talk. If anybody has anything besides the Trump talk, or non-Trump questions.
Oh, I like talking about Trump. So if you guys want to talk about Trump, let's talk about Trump. The only important thing about Trump is he said he's going to cut small business taxes. I don't care about anything else. And anybody that's buying and selling material, as you all are, that's the only thing that matters, right? So all his personal horse shit, all his crap, all that doesn't matter. If you weigh him out against Hillary, did she say she was going to cut small business taxes? Hell no. She said she was going to raise them. Outside of that, that's what you voted for. And if you want to get into the whole arena of he did this or he said that or she said something else, you need to pick one thing that matters most to you. And if it's not making money, I think you're on the wrong damn YouTube channel. If it's about making money, Trump was the guy. He's now going to do what he said. Well, we all win. Isn't that great?
I'm not going to go one way or the other with that, but if he's able to lower taxes for us, then I'm all for it. Otherwise, it doesn't
matter. He's not lowering your taxes. He called me and told me that you're full of shit. He's going to raise your taxes. He says, Rockstar, I'm going up 10% on you.
All right, guys. Well, let's just, yeah, because a lot of you are not getting upset. Just make sure the chat stays nice. We're all friends here. We can all go out and have a drink. We can all go out and have hot wings.
I'm not drinking with you. I've seen you drunk. So about 10 years ago, I owned this nightclub.
Woo!
That
No.
Rockstar loved to come and patronize, right? So
but I was
there. He was bellied up to that bar and he was drinking. I don't know if I should talk about the girlfriend then or not. Am I allowed to do that? Is your girlfriend? No. Can your girlfriend hear me?
Maybe she might be watching, so please don't.
Okay, well I won't mention the bimbo's name that was with you, but she was there and there was a lot of drinking. And at the end of the night, this was before the Rockstar was a rock star. This Rockstar was flat broke. This guy, he was probably making $200 a week, all right? And his bar tab would be $225. And before I know it, one of the bartenders would be coming over, knocking on the office door. Hey, that buddy of yours out there, he can't pay his tab. I have to go out there, void the tab off, and you want me to keep going? Or should I stop? Should I stop the story?
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, the Rockstar, he was quite a good guy because he would stay until the place closed and he would actually help clean up.
I did. It was the only way I could get out of half the stuff that I owed people was either I did two things. I cleaned up or I came in at like 5 in the morning and pressure washed the windows and parking lot.
Yes, you have been known to do that as well.
Way back in the day, I owned a detailing and pressure washing business, and that was the way I got out of a lot of bills that I owed, was by offering to clean stuff for people. That's how I got out of stuff. So
that was Rockstarflipper's first adventure with an employee who managed to steal all of his detailing and pressure washing business.
So you guys that asked how I started with a detailing business where I had a van, and then I bought a trailer and I got 2 guys to go out and wash cars. They realized that they could pull customers on their own and wash cars and not tell me they wash cars. So they'd keep all the money. They'd use all my water and electric and gas and chemicals and all that stuff. They'd come back and hand me $50, but they had done $300 in car washes all day. And I'd get like $50. It wouldn't even.
The whole time I'm going, Casey, I'm pretty sure the guy is robbing you. No, he's a good guy, man. He's not going to do that to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, good employees are very hard to find, there's no doubt. So people, I mean, literally, I couldn't even pay for the gas in the van, the gas in the generator, the gas in the pressure washer, the chemicals, the water, all this stuff. I'd be break even, and these guys were making $200, $300, $400, and I didn't know any better. So it took a while for me to figure it out, and I finally put it into it. But it was a tough way to start, and that's how I realized I didn't like the business to trust other people to go out and use your money and your resources. So it was tough. Truck drivers are a very difficult employee to hire. David knows a little bit about truck drivers. A little bit.
I do.
Yeah, the flippin' hustler had no idea I owned a detailing business. This was 10 years ago. This was 10 years ago. I moved to Florida 11 years ago. Detailing business was very long ago, and I haven't had it in a long time. But it was a good business. You could build on it, but I just didn't have people trustworthy. It was hard. It was very, very hard.
Right. So the answer to the local retail model. So the difference is you've got, in Rockstar's case, he's got, let's say, 2,000 pieces of inventory. And if he were to go and he could open a local retail store right now, and I'd come in with him and we'd take his 2,000 pieces of inventory and turn it into about 50,000 pieces. Locally, based on a demographic of an area, you're never going to achieve the sales numbers that you can online, because the statistics says that there's 30 million people a minute shopping on Amazon and eBay.
Correct.
right? And so within a local area, what is your draw? So when you're looking at a retail space, you've got a local demographic and a local. So within 5 miles and 10 miles of you, anybody doing the same thing, and then within that 5 to 10 miles, we're going to break it down. Say within 10 miles of you, there's, let's say, 50,000 people. That's a crazy generous number because 50,000 people don't live in 10 miles, but this is just a math example. And out of 50,000, 10,000 of them are over the age of 65. So they're probably not going to shop in your store and buy whatever it is you're selling. Let's say the other side of that number, there's 20,000 of them that are under 10 years old, right? So as you start whittling these numbers down and you get to that perfect age group of 25 to 35 based on your iPods or your clothes or your cooking ware, whatever it is, you realize that your shopper pool gets really, 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 really small. And if any of you have tried a thrift store or something where you're trying to sell locally and you find that it's a challenge to meet any kind of sales numbers, that's why. You just have to look at the local demographics, and you can get those numbers from going to a local radio station, and they can break down all the demographics by area code, zip code, whatever information you need, so you can make a determination if you could open a store and if it was sustainable within that area.
Yeah, I mean the local numbers are so, compared to the eBay and Amazon daily shoppers, are so small. Even if you could find a way to pull in, 5 or 10 buyers a day on local, what you can pull in an eBay and Amazon world is so much bigger, which is why I've always gone online. Yep, Orlando Ben's store raised their prices. I got that memo. Sucks, but I got that memo. 10% of 100 potential customers locally versus 10% of 35 million customers is a huge difference. A huge difference, and you can't even.
That's what allows Rockstar there to be able to sell his 40, 50, 60 pieces a day.
Yeah, when you combine
without that in your own store, you'd be selling what, 1, 2? I mean, what?
Yeah,
what
I feel like if I had a retail store right now, I'd be lucky to pull in a few customers a day as opposed to 30, 40 customers. Some days 50 customers that we get. It just, the internet is so, big, using the keywords in the shop, the feedback and everything. Somebody producing their own products. I've never produced my own products. I don't have creativity or skill to make shirts or bracelets, or I've never sold anything like that. I don't have very much input on that.
Yeah, and you'll wear yourself out doing that shit too.
You will, because the amount of marketing it takes to get, Mike Smith's bracelets in front of somebody is just astronomical. It's tough. It's really hard. Let's see what else. Do I sell to people with no feedback? Yes, you can no longer block people with no feedback, only with negative feedback, so you have to. Have I ever thought of doing my own .com shop store? No. Why would I pay for all the advertising and marketing when eBay and Amazon do it for me? I think Dave has an opinion on this as well. I just don't see the point in going to a Shopify or my own store. Not paying fees is awesome, but the amount of sales that I'm going to lose from eBay and Amazon's marketing is not going to make up for the difference in the fees that I'm paying them. I mean, you guys have probably seen Rakin has gone that route, and I don't know how successful he's being, but it's got to be tough. It's got to be hard. Hector says he has one of Mike Smith's bracelets.
I saw I don't know what the question was about.
How hard it would be to sell your products on your own website as opposed to eBay and Amazon, so you can avoid the fees and all, but you have to market yourself. And I say it's too hard to market yourself. It's too hard to advertise. It's too expensive. It's too hard to pull traffic. It's too hard to get customers to come to you with a brand. Now, I'm not going to say it's not impossible, because I know a few companies recently that have done it successfully through word of mouth and social media, and it's been very successful. They haven't really had to pay for a lot of marketing, but it's very difficult to bring somebody into your own brand, your own website, and do it. I know the fees are great to avoid, but it's so hard to market and advertise.
Somebody in there just said that they spend 2 to 3 hours a day on advertising.
Yeah, and I know her personally. She's a super good reseller. She's an awesome advertiser. She does great job through free advertising and word of mouth. She has a great Instagram and Facebook and YouTube.
Well, what is the
great job, and she's built a following. but it's taken her a lot of time. It's taken a lot of time. That's 80s.
What's the return on the invested amount of time?
Yeah, and that's what I always wonder. She's done a great job and she's made some good money, but it took a lot of time to do what she's done. And I mean, I don't.
This is a conversation that me and Rockstar there have all the time about advertising and marketing and what is the return on the invested amount of time spent. So if you're blogging, you're I don't know, you're doing all this internet marketing. We're just gonna call it stuff.
Instagram, Twitter, all that, Facebook.
Right. So he has a little analytic tracker that he uses that him and I got into this crazy argument. Like, I was ready to choke the shit out of the guy. Like, I was going to drive over to his house and wrap his dog around his throat and choke him with his own dog, because he's like, I got one sale from Instagram. One sale. So you spent whatever amount of time over 30 days typing away and putting stuff out on Instagram. You made one sale off of it. So how much time did you spend? We're not talking about that one moment in time. That, well, I sent out that thing today and that's why I got the sale. No, you've been sending it out for a month. You spent 30 days, however many minutes a day, to sell something for $10.
Yeah, I mean, it's
time spent worth it.
In most cases, no. But I mean, it takes, you know, like 80s Toy Hunter, she's been doing it for months and months and months. And yeah, she sold 1 or 2 items her first month, but now she sells dozens and dozens of items. So it took the time to build it, and building your own brand and your thing is a tough thing to do. Kristen, she knows I'm kidding. No dog abuse talk. It's tough though. Like on Instagram, you know, I can market and pull in viewers, but to sell a product is tough. It's very tough. It's good for marketing and bringing viewers in, but selling a product is hard, which is why the one person I know one person out of thousands of people I know on Instagram, I know one person that's successfully sold a product. Kristen knows who I'm talking about too. It definitely takes time. Everything takes time to build if you're going to do your own brand. Megan Carl says she's been on GoDaddy for 1 year and has made 14 sales. That's 1 a month. That's tough. I mean, you spent more on the GoDaddy hosting than you did the sales that you made.
That is correct.
And Val, awesome. Let me know. Shoot me a text. I'll be waiting for that. Yeah, Jay Blair, it's better to have your own patent product. That's kind of the same, your patent product, your own brand. You still have to bring people in to view it. It's tough. And it is expensive. If you want to get in front of people quickly, you have to spend the money to advertise. And that's you typically won't get a return on the goods that you spent on the advertising. The one only person I've ever seen make money off of no advertising cost, social media or word of mouth, was very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. And Kristen knows what I'm talking about. And they've even, ever since they hit their peak, they've been dying. I mean, I don't know how their sales are now, but it's way down. Better to have your own patent. Megan, lesson learned, yes. And 80s Toy Hunter, Jay Sappa, she owns the patents on several products. So even that is hard. I mean, it's getting eyeballs in front of you is expensive. Jay Blair says if you use YouTube stars to review your products, if you can get it in front of big YouTubers. I mean, I don't consider myself a big YouTuber. If you gave me a product to advertise for you, you might get a few sales off of me, but I'm not a Casey Neistat that has 6 million subscribers. I'm not a Lance Stewart. I'm not any of those guys. I could help you a little bit, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not, worth anything for that.
So let's talk about you've got the product. You made I don't care, a widget. You made a bracelet and you love this bracelet and it's amazing. And you thought, gosh, if I could get 50 million people to see this bracelet, well, I'd be rich. And that's exactly what you're all thinking. But what really will happen is the moment that 50 million people see your bracelet is you're going to be able to supply about 10. The backlash of what's going to happen next, you won't have to worry about ever selling a bracelet because nobody's going to want it, okay? Because you're going to fail on the supply side. See, so this isn't about getting a product out there where millions and millions of people can see it. because all you're doing is setting yourself up to fail when you do that. So you have to slowly, organically grow the sales, slowly, organically grow the supply. And that's what you have to focus on. Everything is slow growth because everybody, the best one that I know is the guys that made the custom-made ice cream. You know what I'm talking about, Casey? They made the ice cream. They got it on Oprah.
Oh, the flavors.
Talked about this ice cream.
Little pint flavors. Yeah.
Right. They ended up almost going out of business immediately after they received like 10 million orders through their website.
Through Oprah's favorite
First,
thing.
their website crashed.
Yeah.
Everything crashed. Right. Then they couldn't contact customers. They had no supply. They couldn't buy enough stuff to make everything. It turned into a complete debacle.
Yeah. If you grow,
they gained nothing.
I mean, so here's a perfect example. If I came up with a perfect bracelet right now and I gave it to Casey Neistat, he loved it, and he put it out to 6 million people, and all of a sudden I wake up to 50,000 orders, what am I going to do? You have to, nobody understands that these eBay channels, your Amazon sales channels, no matter what it is that you're doing, a private label, goods that you put out from, I see people all the time that are like, I wish I could go to the Goodwill and buy 1,000 items and flip a switch and they'd all be listed tomorrow. What would you do when 1,000 items sold tomorrow and you couldn't ship them? You couldn't fulfill the orders. You couldn't do anything. You have to build. Everything takes time. Even this YouTube channel has taken me the better part of a year to build to where it is now. And compared to other guys, I'm nothing. I'm absolutely a little roach in the YouTube world. I mean, that they can crush like a little bug. So everything takes time to build, and you can't just give it to somebody and say, here, advertise my item and you'll sell 6 million. Or here, eBay, I'm just going to post 6 million items and all of a sudden I got sales. The sales are great, but if you can't fulfill them, you're going to be returning a bunch of people's money. And that's the supply side of the demand side, and it takes time. A lot of people always ask me, how fast can I make $10,000 on eBay? Well, you could make it tomorrow. If you got $1 million or $100,000, you go buy it, you hire employees, you list them. But if you don't, which most of you don't, and I don't for that matter, you got to list and sell and build up. You got to build, list, build. So people have to be patient. One side of this business is patience. Absolutely. 100% patience. Nate and Sarah says they're doing $1 a day Facebook ads. I have done $1 a day Facebook ads, $5 a day Facebook ads. I've done them many, many times. So again, starting slow. It's all about advertising and building up to what you can handle. No doubt about it. Michelle Wright is here. Start slow, cover your bases, build up. Most people can handle the turtle effect. Yeah, it's a lot of building. People think they're just going to wake up one morning and start getting rich, and it doesn't work. I've said that since the day I started my channel. I'm not going to make you a millionaire overnight. You're going to have to work at what I do to build it up. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and sell 1,000 items and make a bunch of money. It just doesn't happen.
Right, and when you want it right now, you get everything that comes with it.
That's right. And a lot of people that want it right now make a lot of mistakes because they're trying to get it right now rather than doing the steps that are appropriate to get to that. They just try to cut the corners and roundabout it to get to it, and it just doesn't work. You just have to work at what will get you there rather than what you think is going to be that get rich quick scheme to bypass all these other steps in this time. It just doesn't work that way. All right, I'm going to read some of the things, and we're going to get off here in just a few minutes because I've been on a long time. I just realized how long I've been on. It's already 11 o'clock. 80s Toy Hunter uses Facebook to advertise her Etsy and eBay store and Facebook to develop a following, which has worked very well for you. You've done a very good job. I applaud what you have done. I'm shocked at your sales. It's awesome, and you have a really good customer base and inventory list. So you've done a great job. I mean, but it took you a lot of time to do it. Private label items. Private label items are great. Does David have any? He does. We won't get into sharing his store and his private label items, but he definitely does believe in some private label items. Gary V told people to start selling on eBay. Gary Vaynerchuk is a very good motivational speaker. As far as his resale and online sales knowledge and experience, I haven't seen it until now. He's just started, so I don't know how much experience he actually has. Shoot me in the head if I'm saying that if I'm critical of Gary V's online selling experience, but he's always been a motivational guy. So, you know, the guy's got millions of followers. I applaud him for that, but I don't know how much resale experience he actually has. But I like the guy. I do like the guy. So I won't talk too bad about him. $200 per item. I ran into 2 resellers while sourcing today. Awkward. I get ran into every day. I have people notice me every day. Adam says Gary has experience selling wine online. Wine like he's complaining, or wine like legitimate wine? Jay Blair says that private label is swamped, like it's flooded with people. You agree with that? I think there's a lot of categories that are flooded. I think for sure. There's still a lot of opportunity in private label, for sure. We know a lot of private label people as well. Nate and Sarah says legit wine. All right, so if anybody else has any other questions, otherwise we're going to call it a night. It's getting late, and I got to go work on some stuff. Oh, Gary Vaynerchuk has, he actually sells wine through his parents' wine distributor. 5 million YouTube vlogs. That's crazy. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought you guys were just making a joke about him whining. He's been garage selling and eBaying for years. Yeah, he's got millions of followers. Sales today sucked. I hit $350. I only sold like 10 items. Or 20 items. We had 20 sales. We averaged like $15 a piece. All right, so we're gonna cut the yeah, Gary is legit. We're gonna cut the chat, and then you guys can rewatch this if you haven't seen it already, and we'll be with that video this weekend. Hopefully, my live chat tomorrow and Thursday. Check them both out. Normal Thursday live chat. Wednesday is with Krista Bonafide, and the women's show 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Links are both down in my channel. They're also both on the last video that I posted if you need to find them. Thanks, guys, for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at least. Make sure to check out both those channels. Thanks so much, guys. Good night.